Madhusudanan, Chairman and Managing Director of Seagull International Group, an esteemed entity with a distinguished 38-year history, a government-recognized and ISO certified global human resource consultancy based in Mumbai with 15 branches across globe, and we are having an office here in UAE as well, and there are two managers are helping us. So, welcome, sir, please.
For giving me this opportunity. Today the subject is sustainable growth and challenges as far as the business is concerned. I'm little deviating from that the particular subject, but it's sustainable talent development, a global approach to skilling and hiring. That's the subject which I choose for today. What is sustainable talent development? Sustainable talent development is a strategic approach that focuses on fostering the growth and adaptability of individuals within an organization to meet the both current and the future needs. Basically, every organization needs talented personalities, resources. Getting the correct resource on time, on the place, and with the economical rate, that is the important for anyone. Any organization. For that, actually, we need to have certain formalities and procedures for employee engagement, creating positive and inclusive work culture. If you see that, actually, the business of has seen three revolutions. One is the industrial revolution, the second one is the digital revolution, and the third one is the social revolution. If you see that the industrial revolution, those our parents are working on it was a time for the survival. They need for the shelter, food, and the clothes. Yeah. As far as that the industrial revolution is concerned, basically the people was working for the survival. Their basic need like food, cloth, and shelter, that was the important. When we go to the digital revolution, the people were more based on the standard of living. Standard of living is that actually they need to stay in a good house, pay the EMIs, see the studies of the children, all this basic amenity, the standard of living. But after the 2008 recession, after the 2000 recession, if you see that actually the standard of living has gone to the quality of living. The quality of living is that actually everybody need a quality life. Then the job what they are searching for, that actually they need to get a good pay and the standard of living, all this thing has to be in a quality of life. That's the reason actually people are preferring for better opportunities where they will be getting more sort of activities, like people are having continuous learning process actually. People should not, the employees should have the facility for continuous learning, and they need to know whatever is happening, what are the benefits, incentives, all this type of things need to be given, then only an employee will sustain for an organization. And when we come to the succession planning, ensure a pipeline for skilled leaders for the future. From these employees, we need to create a future leaders who is joined as a clerical post or an accounting post, has to be grown into a level that actually he should become to a top of the organization, maybe a general manager or something like that. This is the need of an hour for every employer has to think about and grow this the employers. I'm just coming to the skilling and training part. I just go back to a 19th century and 20th century incident. And if you see that actually the skilling is become a part of the curriculum was in 1955 in Russia. That time it was USSR. Nikita Khrushchev was introduced the skilling in the curriculum in 1955. But in India it has come in 1967. It was after the Kothari Commission report by Jawaharlal Nehru was introduced in 1967. But in 1928, a saint, a spiritual leader and a philosopher and a social reformer of Kerala who lived in the 19th and 20th century has talked about the skilling. In fact, he has made a syllabus in 1928, 10 pages syllabus, which showcasing that actually all the students, the teenagers who complete at the age of 10 years, those are physically or mentally fit, has to given training on various vocational training like pottery, carpentry, masonry, weaving, and cane weaving. So many types, that time it was, that type of industries were growing. And tile making, tiles actually, if you see that actually so many tiles companies are come up in Kerala and all, because of that training. But 1928 he asked his disciple, one is a UK national Ernest and another disciple called P. Nadarajan, later he became Nadaraj Guru, and asked him to make a syllabus. And he has described everything that actually what to be done for a child grooming and all for the training. And Guruji has said that actually give the accommodation, food and take these people for the training. But unfortunately in 1928 August, some Guru was attained Samadhi and that thing could not able to have happened. He has purchased the land for that particular project called Shivagiri Free Industrial Gurukula. But unfortunately the things has not happened. Now that particular land is having a college called Srinarayana Guru College in Varkala with 70 years of old. Because that is a prominent college has been built there. If you think that actually instead of building a college there, if it is a vocational training center has started in 1928, the future of India would have been different. That actually now, if you see the new education policy, that education policy states that actually from the standard of 6th standard onwards, the vocational training has to be incorporated in the curriculum. Because the age, Guru was said that at the age of 11, now we are starting at the age of 11. It took more than 94 years to implement it actually. Anyway, now it's not later than it's not late also, but so much of importance for the skilling is to be given. Government of India is taking lot of activities for skilling, and they are spending lot of money because around 50,000 crores rupees they are earmarked for skilling around 5 crore students for the next 5 years. This is the project Government of India is planning, and India want to become the skilling capital of the world. That is the vision of our Prime Minister, and we are going on the right track. Lot of skilling activities are, even I also involved in lot of skilling this thing. But that is what actually where we can able to sustainably develop the employees. This is what actually we need to do. Okay, since the time is very less, Prakash sir has told me that 10 minutes, I won't take much time. Then I will just, okay, why is a sustainable workforce is important? I already told that a sustainable workforce ensures long-term success for an organization. It involves developing skills that align with the changing industry demands and implementing effective recruitment strategies to attract the retain on top talent. If you see that actually the technology is evolving day by day. Now mobile will be going to replace with iPin. You don't need a screen, your palm will be the screen. This is the way the technology is evolving, and accordingly the employment scenario, the human resource scenario, everything has to be evolved. Then only we can, because after the introduction of AI and robotics and all, people is telling that actually lot of employment opportunities will be lost. That is true, but still not the population of the world is around 7 billion people, and opportunities are there. That's why it may take time because there may be some decline, but I don't think that actually all the employment opportunities will be declined in maybe for the next few decades and all.
There is conflicting research on this.
Yeah, it's a conflicting research on this thing actually. Okay, if you talk about the global talent landscape, understanding the dynamic global talent landscape is crucial for organizations. It involves analyzing diverse skill sets, cultural relations and market demands to drive sustainable workforce excellence. The creation of a sustainable workforce, recruiting the strategies for sustainable workforce. diversity and inclusion initiatives, flexible work arrangement for better work-life balances actually. Earlier somebody was talking about the hybrid model, because if you see that actually COVID was a blessing in disguise for many of the industries, because so many people remotely working, online activities, all these things. Because now Professor is doing some sort of a seminar, what is that? Presentation on the online. This was not possible before COVID. So many people cannot able to come due to this flood and other activities. They are presenting this thing on the online. Similarly, even so many of the meetings. Earlier, I run an HR consultancy. I said in the morning that I have offices across India as well as world. I used to travel every week for meetings and all. But now my travel has been drastically reduced because of this online meetings and all. This is the way actually flexible, and as well as the flexible working hours. Many people in our organization also, office time is start by 9:30, we work till 6 o'clock. But we used to give flexible working hours. Certain people cannot able to come 9:30, they will come by 10:30, they sit till 7:30 and work. That is the way flexible working hours. Then employer branding to attract top talent. Now branding is the important thing for any business. Because without branding you cannot be able to sustain. The competition is so severe, and you need to brand everything. Because why this type of conferences and all this thing is important is that actually this gives more value for your brand. Making a brand is very much important. And then collaboration with education institution for talent pipeline. So that is what very important, because so many education heads are sitting here, and collaboration is very much important actually. As I said in the morning that actually the quality of the people coming out from institution is not employable as per the international standard. And we need to see that actually what is the standard of or international standard. Accordingly, we need to make the curriculum and train them. For an example, recently I have been talking to a principal of an engineering college, and we are recruiting for certain oil and companies like Aramco, ADNOC, PDO and Qatar Petroleum. And their basic qualification is to get into any sort of a junior supervisory level is that actually basic knowledge of HSC, health, safety and environment. Unfortunately, that is not part of the curriculum in the engineering district. Nowhere in mechanical, electrical, civil, wherever HSC is least bothered. But if you see that actually now, as per the standards, every 20 employees need one sort of an HSC guy. Because that much of importance everyone is giving on for health, safety and environment. But that is not happening. This is what actually we need to align this subject with the, that's what I said in the morning, importance of 3 I's, individual, institution and the industries. Industries and institution collaboration is very much important. Then only we can be able to have a sustainable educational system. If you have a sustainable educational system, then you will have a sustainable talent system, this thing. That is what very much important. Like strategic hiring practices. Implementing strategic hiring practices is essential for attracting top talent. It involves leveraging data-driven insights, fostering a diverse and inclusive culture and aligning hiring strategies with long-term business goals. If you see that actually any organization, people, most of the time they are spending in an organization, the majority of the time they are spending in for their work actually, because people will be traveling for a city like Bombay. People used to travel 3-4 hours, then come work for 8 or 10 hours, then hardly they get 3-4 hours or 2 or 3 hours they are getting time with the family, rest of the 7 or 8 hours they will be sleeping. When the working culture, when the atmosphere of their work environment should be made it very friendly, very means what is that they should not feel that actually I'm working getting bored actually. It should be very interesting. Then